The day we've been waiting for has finally arrived. President Cyril Ramaphosa decided to send a professor with a briefcase to fight a syndicate with guns. On the 1st of August, Firoz Cachalia walked into one of the dirtiest jobs in the country, the acting minister of police. But okay, Bafetsu, let's ask the real questions. Can he really clean the SAPS? Can he arrest the corrupt? Or is he just another placeholder with a press statement? Because what we are really dealing with here isn't a ministry. This is a war zone. And it's about time we talked straight. I think we need a desperado minister who's not afraid of the criminals. So, who's this guy they've just handed the police portfolio to during a national scandal? This ain't your typical politician. Firoz Cachalia, a law professor, chairperson of the Anti-Corruption Council, former MEC for Safety in Gauteng, no Gucci belt, no Hosh Karibka Maimas yet, no interviews, just books, policy, and pressure. But let's be honest, Bafethu. Smart, books, briefcase doesn't mean strong. Clean doesn't mean capable. And quiet doesn't mean fearless. Because to fix the SAPS right now, you need more than just brain cells. You need brass ones. You are not just walking into a ministry. You are walking into a crime scene. And your own officers might be the suspects. Honestly, Mina, I don't think that Mzansi need the minister. What we really need is an executioner of corruption. Let's not sugarcoat this. What Firoz Cachalia has just walked into is not a department, it's a war zone in uniform. The SAPS is burning from the inside out. We are not talking about petty corruption here. We are talking about cartel-level operations, political killings, dockets disappearing, crime scenes tampered with. And the worst part, it's not just gangsters. It's the generals. Let's not forget, General Wabantu stood on national TV in uniform, frustrated and ready to go into battle. He told the country they've infiltrated us. The people supposed to protect us are the ones pulling strings behind the murders. And what happened next? Usenzo Mkhwanazi was suspended, Sibiya removed, and now they bring in Professor Cachalia and say, go and fix this. For me, this isn't administration, but rather a triage. It's like cleaning blood with a toothbrush. And the question is, can this man, soft-spoken, policy-driven, go toe-to-toe with the criminal state? Because when you walk into a burning house, ungena nge-kick, you don't open windows, but you break the door. You fight the fire with fire, and maybe you burn with it. Let me compose myself because this message goes direct to the professor. Prof. Cachalia, now that you are in the seat, let's make it clear. We don't want another clean suit with clever speeches. We want results. We want a minister that moves like he had the gunshots in our streets. We do not need an admin. We need an enforcer. Someone who understands that our kids are dodging bullets on their way to school every day. That in places like Gugulethu, Westbury and Enanda, it's not politics but it's survival. We don't care who's implicated. If it's a general, arrest him. If it's a deputy minister, arrest him. If it is a mayor, arrest him. If it is your cousin or your comrade, take him down. This job that you've accepted is not about titles. It's about lives. You are not managing a policy anymore. You are managing pain, fear, and blood. So walk like you mean it. We don't want to hear that you are still being briefed. We have heard that line many times before. The country has been bleeding for years. The briefing time is over, Prof. The streets are briefing you every day. We are briefing you every day. Just listen. Prof, you are not here to investigate. You are here to act. So the question is, are you here to clean the house or to just dust the furniture? So, what's the man said since stepping in? At his swearing on the 1st of August, Firoz Cachalia said he'll act without fear or favor. Wow, really? He said he's not here for the noise. He's here for the job. Lovely and on point. He even promised to implement recommendation from the National Anti-Corruption Council. Sounds good, right? But when he was asked about the disbanded political killings task team, the same task team linked to Mkhwanazi allegations, the professor said he'd wait for a briefing before making any decisions. Wait, Buffett. The country is burning, dockets are missing, generals are weeping, and we are waiting for a PowerPoint presentation. He also said that he's not a fan of shoot to kill. I don't know who's talking about shoot to kill at this stage, but fair enough. Let me ask you this. Prof, are you a fan of shoot to silence? Because that's what's been happening. Whistleblowers are silenced. Cops are silenced. Activists are silenced. This is not a time to be polite. This is the time to be surgical. You are going to lead the SAPS. Don't just be clean, be dangerous. To lead the wolves in the SAPS, you've got to be very dangerous. Be disruptive. You need to be feared by the criminals and the corrupt. If you are scared of smoke, get out of the fire station. So far, your words are calm, but the streets are loud. Let's see if your actions match the energy that Mkhwanazi, the community, and the country are putting on the line. Sibiya Cachalia, and we want you to deliver. The country is expecting a lot from you. The country is expecting a different minister of the SAPS. So while Cachalia is settling in, someone else is busy hanging around like he's still on the payroll. Yes. General Sibiya, suspended, missing in action, but suddenly is full of lawyers and emotions. He gave the General of the People 5 days to apologize for defaming his name, his character, his good name. He said that if General Wabantu doesn't apologize, he will sue him. Well, the 5 days passed, no apologies, no court papers yet, no noise. Wena Sibiya ucabanga ukuthi uMkhwanazi uyinsangu siyakubona. Ushamasa kabhenyu. Mina Sibiya angisakuqondi kahle. What are you fighting for exactly? Are you fighting to return to work? Or you are fighting for a PR moment to stay relevant? Sibiya, ufunani kahle kahle? Yini into oyifunayo? Tell us, tell the country, what do you want? Do you want to clear your name? Or do you want to scare the man who spoke the truth? Ufunani Sibiya, khuluma sikuzo. Bafethu, let's not forget the reason Sibiya was shown the door. It's not because of gossip. It's because he's linked to the same allegations that Mkhwanazi exposed. So instead of answering the real question, he's waiting in the bus stop with defamation threats and the luggage. You can't fight corruption by suing whistleblowers in Mkhize. Sibiya. You can't. You can't say you are ready to go back to work while sending lawyers to threaten your colleagues. You can't. You can't, Chief. You can't. This is SAPS and we are watching. You can't, Chief. You can't. Stop it, comrade. Okay, this episode is getting too long. Let's wrap it up. So while Cachalia settles into his new role, let's ask the question that every working South African has been quietly thinking about. How much is this going to cost us? We're talking about setting up a new office. We're talking about ministerial blue cars, lights, tech, protection services. How much is this whole thing going to cost us? Remember, while is this going to cost us for Cachalia, it's still costing a similar amount for Mkhunu sitting at home. According to the Treasury, setting up a minister's office can cost up to 14.4 million. Let me say this again, 14.4 million. Now, I don't know what kind of office needs 14 million unless it comes with a mini-bar, jacuzzi, I don't know, or maybe, I don't know. Hey, I don't know, guys. A 14 million rents office, I don't know. I don't know. You tell me. Well, that's what's on paper, because in South Africa, even a plastic chair can cost up to 15,000 rands. In South Africa, bafethu, printing paper, irota trim, irim, can cost you 50 grands. A tuna can cost you 150,000 rands. So yeah, maybe it's not made of gold, but someone definitely getting rich. So, Prof. Cachalia, we are not giving you pressure, but if the people of South Africa are going to spend 14.4 million setting up your office, we better get 14.4 million worth of justice. No excuses, no delays. We want results. So, bafethu angazi noma nyayizwa nlendo. Setting up a minister's office can actually cost more than ukwakha clinic elokishini. Prof, you've got the credentials, the clean image, the anti-corruption stripes, but you are now stepping into a job that doesn't respect CVs. This isn't about policy making. This is war. The SAPS has been captured, and it's not by criminals on the outside. It's by comrades on the inside. So, if you are going to play safe, you will become another minister with a clean reputation and a dirty legacy. But if you go all in, the people of South Africa will remember that. If you have enjoyed this episode, please comment on the comment section below. Is Cachalia the man to fix SAPS? Or just another person occupying space in a long line of disappointment? Tag him. Tag Ramaphosa if you want to. Tag everyone who hides when things get real. Because this isn't content. It's a warning shot. Believe me.